Welcome to the show. Legend CappaDonna is in the building here. What's going on?
I'm chilling. Hold on, let me turn this down. My bad, my bad.
It's all good.
Had a long session last night. You know,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in the studio getting crazy.
I know you're always busy. I know you're always working.
Yeah, man, having a great time with the music right now. I feel like I'm in my prime the way I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I'm excited about it.
I've been checking out the new music. Grip the Mic is my favorite off the new album, Black Tarrzann.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know, speaking of Black Tarrzann, yeah, I got a lot of slack on that album for just the artwork, the cover.
Mm-hmm.
When I dropped the cover, you know what I mean, a couple months ago, they was like, "Oh, yeah, I got so many offers to do my artwork after that. It was insane. I mean, it was arguing going on. Yeah, I never experienced nothing like that. So, you know, it was like I was responding to the trolls and all of that. Like I didn't know, you know. Not like I said, yeah, it's just good, man. It's exciting to be back in the sport, you know, heavy and to, you know, make my appearances. I did the Verzuz with Ray and Ghost. I got a lot of good feedback on that. I did the Red and Meth joint, you know what I mean? Got some feedback on that. And I'm staying active, you know what I'm saying, like rappers should do. You know, I'm a rapper, and if somebody asks me, you know, well, what are you doing? I'm rapping, man. Like, that's what I do. Like, you know, and I'm just knocking out these albums, man. So Tarzan came out in March, and that's when The Pillage came out. So that also meant something for me. As a matter of fact, I dropped it the same time as The Pillage. You know what I'm saying? When The Pillage went gold. So it just was a special moment for me. You know, it was all around. I got a lot of positive feedback on the album. I got CappaDonna's album of the year from album interviewers. And, you know, that's, you know, like I said, man, I do this because I love it, but I also do it for the people. You know, it's for
Exactly
us
right.
by us. You know what I mean? These are FUBU darts.
Oh, I love how they're complaining about your album cover, but we have a lot of garbage rappers out here that don't even rap. They're mumbling and they complain about your album cover.
Yo, I sent them a picture of not Mona Lisa, was it? Probably was Mona Lisa, but I'm like, yo, I mean, it's just regular art. It was some Michelangelo pictures somebody drew or something, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But I'm like, yo, so you like this? The thing about art is you can't really put a tone on it because art has no limit.
Doesn't.
It has no limit. Like, I mean, remember when me and you first discovered that scribble scrabble on somebody threw some paint on the paper was art?
That was considered art.
Yeah, so you know, like I was saying that, you know, the concept is that I'm in the jungle, man. Not just the concrete jungle, but the jungle of life. And you meet up with all different kinds of people, and you could relate their mood swings and bipolar to different types of animals. You know what I'm saying? We do it ourselves. Yo, I'm about to go ape on somebody. Yo, that's my dog. You know, yo, he's the gorilla unit. So even subconsciously, we still associate ourselves with all kind of animals. Eyes like a bird. I can see you like an eagle. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like all of those, you know, all of those are elements that we associate with and identify with, you know, when we trying to explain our techniques and you know our rituals and customs, you know, because that's what it is. And every place you go, there's different rituals and customs in different cultures and religions. You know what I mean? So, you know, the art of the jungle is that everything is in there, and I'm swinging through on the vines. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to restore the order. I'm the Black Tarrzann. You know, they call me the angel of rap. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay, so you know, right where I left off at, you know, about the album and
The cancel culture.
the cancel culture, and you know, so yeah, it's like I'm just a messenger. You know what I mean? And all I want to do is just keep the culture strong, keep the culture together, and keep the culture going.
Mhm.
You know, and I talk about the importance of unity. I talk about the importance of family, and you know, and God. You know, put God first, and everything you do and everything else should be added on to you. So a lot of these things that are from things that I see going on around me, and a lot of things that I write about is from my personal experiences. And you know, the culture, this culture, I understand that every culture has its rise. Every culture has its rise and fall. I mean, we know that from our history that there's whole cities underground.
Right.
Like that's just insane in itself. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, they existed, and we had our reign. I mean, I'm from the '90s hip hop,
The best
Rakim's,
era. The best era.
the best era. Well, that's what we call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the new generation would beg to differ. As far as they concerned, their generation is the man. And think about it. The generation before us, they think it was theirs.
The Big Daddy Kane's, the Cool G Raps.
Yeah, but before that, like our parents would be like, yo, y'all don't know nothing about no music. You don't know about no doo-wop. You don't know about no doo-wop. You know, and they gonna die hard for it, you know? And that's the same way we is, and that's the same way each generation is, and each generation and each culture is it's like a 10-year span. So what happens is we're in different realms, but that's why it's each one teach one. That's why our experiences is good for the upcomings. But remember, those are our experiences. We have cell phones like that in the '90s, bro.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So that's their era. So they doing new things, new things, new things. And we, the people who set in our ways, we look at it as crazy. But yo, we did it, bro. We had the high top fades with the dye in it, blonde hair, glasses with no lenses. We used to wear shoes with no laces. Or if we did have laces, they'd be the fat laces.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did it all. We wore high waters and we called it something else. You know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff they think is new, they still doing what we have already done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just a cycle. It's a cycle of events, man. So I just love the music. I love to try to stay hip. You know, hip hop means just whatever's hip right now is what we hop on.
Mm-hmm.
That's hip hop. It's not really no crazy
You're right.
mystery to the name. So it's what's hip, is what's hop. And then when it's hip and it's hop, then it becomes pop.
Mm-hmm.
Pop is just a short word for popular.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, we be going crazy trying to decipher things, and it all just really be right there in front of our face. But we always done that as a culture. It's like if I live on the second floor, I'm the second floor posse. If you the third floor, then you the third floor posse, and then the fourth floor posse. But we all in the same building though.
Exactly right.
About to rip each other head off because you from the third floor and I'm from the second. Like, you know, we need to go ahead and increase the peace and think a little more stronger than that. You know what I mean?
I want your
At
take
least be
on.
like, yo. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I want your take I'm going to give you a really great, strong point, is the fact that when you listen to these rock radio stations, they still play the legends. You turn on, let's say, Hot 97, Power 105.1. Where's CappaDonna? Where's Wu-Tang? Where's Slick Rick? We're praising DMX. We have to play him when he dies. How come you weren't playing him 3, 4, 5 months ago?
Well, again, it goes back to what's hip. What's the hippest thing right now? The hippest thing is the beef. You got some beef and battles, and all of these new rappers that's out and appear to be more relevant, and then you associating a new what I want to call him, a runner, a gunner or something, and what an old timer. Like, it's just not even, it's not feasible like that. That's like Roy Jones and Tyson. It's just, you still don't really know what happened with that fight, do you?
Oh,
You know they fought, but you really can't understand, like, well, did somebody win? Was it like, what going on here? Like, so that's how it is when you put an old timer, you know what I'm saying? Not even old timers, but the legends in there with upcoming legends. That's there's divisions, there's weight divisions to keep you from doing that. Like, yo, this is the featherweight, this is middleweight, this is heavyweight. That teaches you, no, you don't even belong in there. That you have your time and he had his time. Don't associate them with competition. They not even in the same class side.
that's
You
right.
know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's how a lot of misunderstandings take place, even with LL Cool J and Cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
That beef.
Now check. Right, but it wasn't beef at first. They was just doing a song together.
Mm-hmm. And LL Cool J didn't put
somebody,
cannabis on his song.
Somebody said something, and then and it was crazy, but it was exciting because, wow, Cannabis is gonna go against LL. Holy shit, shit about to hit the fans. And in the end, LL got more movies and more TV shows and more fucking whole own radio station. And Cannabis is wherever he's at. I don't know. Big up to Cannabis. I know he wanted to do some music with me and shit. I'm down for that. You know what I mean? We met Cannabis years ago. And he's also been we watched him come into the game and he battled the whole Wu-Tang Clan. One day we was out, I think it was somewhere in Florida or Cali. We was in a circle.
Wow.
And that's the day we met Cannabis, man. And we knew that he was gonna be a force in the game. And like I said, he was young coming up, but he came up strong and he came up amongst the legends. And that's a door no matter what. Because now he got that history that I could speak that on his behalf. Give him his roses. Give everybody their roses right now.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Don't wait until they're dead.
Nah, don't do that, man. There's plenty of things for us to build upon and just acknowledge about each other's arts and our awareness and just everything, man. So I just try to keep it culture. I consider myself the angel rap. CappaDonna, consider all poor people acceptable. Don't oppress nor neglect anyone. I do this sport because I love to do it. That's first. And I always put God in the midst. So my company is called God Love Family. And that's where I sell the hard copies at. If you want some hard copies of that Tarzan or any other work that I did or my GLF clothing line, or you just want to know some things about what's going on and what's next, go to www.glfent.com. And you can get it all, man. I still believe in hard copies. I still got CDs. I got cup holders and all kind of stuff, man, for everybody's enjoyment and, for the culture of hip hop to you know, to keep thriving and keep rising. And I teach everybody, find out what you're good at, man. Find your art and tap into it. That's all I did.
And you're still doing it. You've been doing it since day one.
Yeah, man. Why wouldn't I? I'm a rapper.
Big difference from what these new guys do. You're a rapper. You're a poet. You're poetic.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You know, and I had to learn that. And they might have to learn. I came in the game probably in my late 20s or early 30s, but I had to learn that my music affected people and people was listening. You know, when that's how we got the concept Wu-Tang is for the children. Because people was like, yo, that you helped me get through school, this and that. And you know, that educated me, and I was going through that, and what you said, what I was able to relate to. Chris, what's his name? Is it Chris Webber? No, not Chris Webber. The dude, one of the basketball dudes, just got injected into the Hall of Fame.
Trying to think. Chris Webber Chris Webber's a big basketball player, and I'm sure you know him. But that if it's Chris Webber, it's probably Chris Webber.
No, I'm not sure, but because a friend of mine called me the other day, he was like, "Yo, you know, one of them basketball players, man, said that you know you helped them get through training, man. Like their whole senior year of college or whatever they was doing, they was listening to that Pillage the whole time and checking your stats out and seeing what you got on and pausing the video and going to get the same video. So you know all that, the same outfit, all that's inspiration to me, man, and it's inspiration to others. And I did the same thing when I seen Slick Rick. I want that. Woo! I gotta get some jewelry. I gotta get some gold teeth. You know, it's inspiration. It's culture. It has nothing to do with, you know, being flamboyant or just trying to, you know, spend all your money on jewelry. It's like, yo, it's whatever's nice, whatever makes you happy and whatever makes you comfortable. And it's a fashion statement. There's no sky's the limit on fashion. We know that. You got levels, you got the hardcore, you got casual, you got dress up, you know, then you got the village and gothic, and you know, you don't know which way it's gonna go.
Nope.
I remember everybody start wearing pink. The dudes.
Cameron.
Yeah, before that was a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Pink was
nope.
Two earrings but now all of that shit is in there. So the culture is growing, it's expanding. You know, take out of it what you love. You know what I mean? And utilize that for your life. Not everything works for everybody. I know it's still gonna be people out there that don't like my music, that don't like something about this or don't like something about that.
Which
and
is
that's
crazy.
Cool.
That's crazy though, because it's iconic music.
Yeah, but remember, everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully, but hip hop has grown, and I've grown in hip hop, and I never thought that it would lead me to Sweden. I mean, Sweden, you know, I ain't never heard nobody out there say they don't like anything. The freaking crowd was all the way to the water, and everybody was just jumping, and that's Sweden. So, you know, everybody appreciated differently, and you know, the value of one's work is measured by the beholder. You know what I mean? The beauty is in the eye of the beholder, man. So we gonna please some people, and we gonna not please some people. Even if you're watching a basketball game, you're gonna have Knicks fans, and then you're gonna have the Spurs fans or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be. They're not gonna, even though they know y'all the team, the dream team, they still not rooting for you because they got their team, but they respect you. Cause they like, yo, that team was a hard team right there. We almost didn't win that one. You know? So that's what's it. Like, wow, CappaDonna is still putting out music.
Good music. Good music.
Thank you, man.
Quality over quantity.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I'm working on an album right now called the Iron Baseball Cap.
Mm.
I got about maybe 7 features on there. Um, this album is produced by Iron Chamber Music out of LA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of excited about that. I got a lot of albums, man. I got some mixtapes because I got so much different music to put out because the culture is so different. You got so many people doing, I just start tapping in the trap music right now.
Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it?
Like I said, I just started and
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that I finally figured out how to put my message on it.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
So we're gonna hear CappaDonna on a trap beat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on some trap beats, but you know what? You can hear me on a couple of trap beats on the Black is Beautiful album.
Mm-hmm.
That I dropped that one right before Show Me the Money.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to CappaDonna's catalog, the last 3 albums was fire. I got Black is Beautiful, then I did Show Me the Money, and now I got this joint out right here. And somewhere in between, I dropped the Al Kappa Chemist mixtape too. If you go to www.glfent.com, you can get that Al Kappa Chemist mixtape. Hard. I don't even know if a lot of people heard that. But I got them, G. I got music for levels of the mind, for whatever mood you want to be in. You want to go hard, get the Al Kappa Chemist. You want some education and some new ear candy, go to the Black is Beautiful. You want to be soul, you want some soulful stuff, go to Show Me the Money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You want to come through the jungle, you want to come to the concrete jungle, you know what you got to do. Oh, Tarzann, baby, I'm in here. It's right there. So now, so the Iron Baseball Cap, you could tell by the name where I'm going with it. It's vintage Wu shit again. With my man Iron Chamber, his name is Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
He has a big Mobb Deep fetish. So a lot of his beats are similar to the Mobb Deep energy, which Alchemist makes a lot of the Mobb Deep beats and Havoc, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've worked with Havoc. Good dude, man. R.I.P. Prodigy, man. R.I.P. DMX. You know, R.I.P. all our fallen soldiers, man. We gotta, they say if you knew better, you do better. And we just gotta do better, man, because we already know. You know what I mean? And we the elders of the game. We can't be mad at the children because they're coming up and this culture is theirs. Like the children of the future. Did you believe that when Whitney Houston said that? You know what I mean? They are the future. It's like there's no way, unless it's havoc or confusion that takes us out. But I have grandchildren. I have children. I talk to my children. My oldest is 30, and she's like, I'm like, yo, did you hear any of my music? Like they don't listen to that. My daughter don't listen to Wu-Tang. I
Oh
don't know what
no.
she listened to. She don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? So I went over there. I gave her the Black Tarrzann CD. And I told her, I said, yo, you want my rap money, but you don't want to listen to my songs, though. I said, yo, listen to this and tell me what you think. Listen to it. These are like my diary. These are anything you need to know about me. You can go all the way back to the pillage and basically follow my life and see what was going on and what we was going through at that time. And that's what music is, man. It's guides and maps. Each one teach one. We just sharing knowledge that maybe somebody could be able to relate to it and to change somebody's life for the better. So that's what the music was always about. I grew up during the Motown era, and it was a strong movement, man. And it was about unity, love, peace, and happiness, you know, and of course money,
Of
drugs,
course. Can't forget
money,
about that.
drugs, all the same thing. You know what I mean? So we ain't scared of that. We don't shun from that, and we don't run from that. We embrace it. And, you know, a lot of us had a taste of it, and you know, they say what they say: embrace it, don't waste it. You know what I'm saying? So and now that hip hop has changed drastically as far as labels and as far as putting music out, how to do it, the distribution. Um, Now they got streaming, and that's all the future. So now I'm doing that. I'm streaming. I'm doing Cameo. Uh, you know, just tapping into the internet. I sell a lot of my stuff through there. Do promotions on Instagram. You know,
Good.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I said good. That's good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, you know, sales is going up. And like I said, I got the hard copies and I'm just doing great, man. I'm doing great. I
Mhm.
also did the blueprint for a new Wu album.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, like a little while ago, so a few months ago, like I did a whole blueprint. Like I did all the names of the songs, who should be on them, what producers we should write, uh, the names. I made like many names for that Wu album, for the new Wu album. I presented it to RZA, but we never got to really see what we was gonna do. There's beats floating around, and we working on some new Wu stuff. Um, I heard some stuff, and it's good. I just don't know, you know, when we gonna do that or what we waiting for. Time is not on our side. Time ain't on nobody's side. It's gonna keep going whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
I want to
So
get into your classic album, The Pillage. My favorite
yeah,
song off of it, it got me through high school. It really did. Super Ninjas. That was my song. The Method Man.
appreciate that. Yeah, that was one of my joints too, man. And what stands out for me about the whole Pillage album, and you know that was my freshman project.
Mm-hmm.
It was also a classic. It was the first album from the Wu-Tang camp to go gold in 2 weeks. Um, it went gold in Canada first because the money differentiality. It only took 50 grand to go gold in Canada. So I got my first plaque from Canada. The Pillage was my introduction into the Wu after Ice Cream
Right.
um, on the Bill for Cuban Links album. So that landed me the Pillage deal, and I recorded a lot of the Pillage at the Wu Mansion in Jersey. And what I loved about that most is that we were always together in the studio at the Wu Mansion. We was always there. I never had to call nobody to get on a song or nothing. They'll just come in there like, oh, yo, what's going on? It was like hanging out, man. And that was the super glue and the magic, man, that made what we did so successful. And that's why, you know, I'll never forget the contribution that I was able to bring to the clan. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you get hired, you wanna do a good job for your boss. And if I never get to do it again, that first impression was very well respectful, you know what I'm saying, for the position that was given to me. And I was glad. And I was signed like to Razor Sharp too. It was like a half and half Razor Sharp Sony deal. So I fed them both. I got both of them some money, man. And in turn, it gave me an opportunity to present my art and reap the benefits, man. And I'm still reaping, and I'm grateful and thankful to God and thankful to my fans that been supporting me all these years, man.
Mhm.
My favorite song on the Pillage, um, I like MCF because
Mhm.
feet come first, sometimes not the head, you know what I mean? Like, in other words, it might not always work out how you want it to work out, but you gotta be grateful for the existence You know, life in itself is a gift. 1 million people died during the COVID. And, you know, thank God we doing something right enough to still be here, man.
That's
Word.
right. That's right. You brought up ice cream before. As soon as you come into that song, Black Chocolate Girl Wonder, Shaped like Thunder, Politic to Your Deficit Step, Give Me Your Number.
Well, you know what? I knew that in that song, I knew that nobody was going to talk about chocolate ice cream. You know what I mean? I knew nobody was going to take that one. And if you notice, it was like, so I wanted to start off with that because, you know, we was always taught that anything black was whack. You know what I mean? And that was just my little way of instilling into our black women that, nah, you don't gotta bleach your skin and you don't gotta do all of this crazy stuff. We like you just the way you are, chocolate deluxe. You know what I mean? Shake ground like thunder.
Yeah.
Word. So
What was the
that's it.
video shoot like behind the scenes with the ice cream truck, the women,
Oh
you,
man,
Meth, and the members of Wu?
it was flavorful. It was flavorful, you know. It was a sunny day that day. I never forget. It was a sunny day. We was in Queens. We went and did that at the Coliseum, and we did some uptown around 120. I want to say 25th Street and like 3rd Avenue, somewhere over there near the bridge and all of that stuff. So it was good. Now, mind you, we ain't in our element. We ain't in Staten Island. So that off the back was like, oh, sweat. Now remember, you know how people feel about their boroughs. Yo, Queens in the house, Brooklyn in the house. But what the hell is Staten Island doing in Queens' house? You know what I mean? So we respect Queens for giving us that pass, letting us come inside their mall, you know what I'm saying, and utilize that time, you know. Same thing with Harlem, man, and ice cream. It was just beautiful. It was my first video. So I was kind of nervous, but I got through it. And, you know, the rest is just big history, man. And for me to be on there with Meth and for me to even be on the Cuban Links was a privilege. I respect it. I appreciate it. Big up to Rain Ghost and RZA for allowing that magic to take that place. And
you were on Ice Water too.
Yeah, Ice Water.
Knuckleheads.
That's another one. Classics for days, you know what I'm saying? I love to perform those songs with my brothers, though. I love to do it, man.
You can't forget Maria with Old Dirty Bastard either.
Nope. That was probably the first and last song I did with him too.
Wow.
ODB, that's my man, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?
Rest
so
in peace.
We just keeping the culture alive now. Like I said, I was dropping the album every 2 months. And now the next one is Iron Baseball Cap, man. And I hope the people like it. I hope it's enough magic on there. And the one thing about it is I keep everything hip hop. I try not to go straight from the formula.
Authentic. It's always authentic hip hop. That's the thing.
That's right. That's right.
I want to get into the Triumph video shoot because that's another crazy one with the killer bees in it.
Yeah, Triumph that was a beautiful time. We was all together. It's not a lot of songs that we all on together. And I think I want an album like that too, as far as Wu-Tang Clan. But Triumph was a beautiful experience. We did that in LA. I want to say that video was like $1 million, man.
Wow.
The graphics in it, you know what I mean? The graphics. And yeah, it was a beautiful experience, man, you know. And we was living in LA for about 8 months. I want to go back there because we do good work there too, and the weather's good. You know, it keeps us together. We had the Wu Mansion, we did MTV Cribs. I miss all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's leisure time right here. Everybody's just battling like that's all we could do. It got to be more, and we got to do more. Keep the culture alive.
100%. Because that's something that I'm trying to do with my audience here is teach them about you guys, because it's the music that you guys created, or it's insane. When I play your music on my speakers, it blows me away every time. When you turn on a record that you hear, let's say a Lil Baby record, it does nothing for me.
Right.
You can feel that in your soul when you listen to boom bap. You can feel that. That trap music doesn't have that same effect.
And it has a lot to do with the content. You know, if you're saying something people could feel, you know, that means something. You gotta incite people's creativity. You know, and you know, say things that want to make people do better for themselves. Like a lot of that other stuff is just gang banging. You know, just a lot of foolishness. You know, but like I said, man, long as we here, we gonna keep that balance, because there's a balance in everything. Every car is not a Benz, and everybody can't afford a Benz. But my hoopty is gonna get me the same place. With you, I just might take a little longer. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, man. And the youths, you know, they just taking a little longer. Like I said, I didn't come into consciousness till later on in my career, to when I found out that we saying things that move and touch people. So now I'm trying to do that more abundantly. I got so many more videos that I need to do, because I got so many beautiful songs, consciousness, and with a good message. So I want to do all the videos for those songs and just let the other ones be songs that just be played. Now, as far as radio that you mentioned a while ago about how they not playing a lot of our music and legends, and you know what's happening, we the legends are now the ones basically controlling the radio. You got Slim Shady, 45, Shade 45. You got Rock the Bells. You got Hip Hop Nation. So, I mean, LL Cool J played all the old stuff. All of it, everything. Wu-Tang, I don't give a crap. He playing the Doc. He go way back, man. He even got jingles like from the old Cold Crush and all of that. He got live footage. And then you got Roxanne Shante and Marky, Prince Marky D, they the radio hosts. So, you know, we still have the ability to lead. You know, we still leading.
Yeah.
In the mainstream, we may not be getting played. Now the mainstream caters to, again, what's hip. Now, what's hip means what's hip now. So we can't really be mad at the radio station. They just conducting business how they conducted it for years. You got payola, you got different things, but that energy is also what made these artists go independent into their own radio stations and all of that. So so oppression creates new waves, because that energy needs a way to get out still. So that forced LL Cool J to come with his own radio station. Now, how beautiful is that? Like, you couldn't do that back in the days.
Nope.
You know, so the times is changing, and we got to change with the times. So, all right, don't listen to that no radio no more. Go get the XFM. That's what I got, and I listen to it. I got it at home. I got it in my car. You know what I mean? Only time I'm listening to regular radio is when I don't have the XM. And when I don't got that, you know, I appreciate and enjoy what I do have. You know? There's a song that go like that. I may not have a fancy Cadillac, digging in the scene with the gangster league, you know what I mean? White walls, but he's saying, but be thankful for what you do have. So I learned that right there, man. Be thankful for what I do have, man, and appreciate it. And I appreciate, my fans still, you know, listening to my music, tuning in, supporting for all these years. I'm able to monitor that because I can see through the Instagram how many viewers and how many people is checking for me. I'm still up in numbers. I'm not as popular as some of the other dudes because I don't use my platform for just anything. It's like if I got something positive to say, I'll say that and then I'm out. If I got a fly piece of jewelry I want to flex, because everything is about fashion and culture. So I don't exclude that. You're allowed to do that, man. You're allowed to throw your hat on sideways. You're allowed to throw your hat to the back. You're allowed to roll one sleeve up. All of that's good, and I'm checking for it. And I might see a certain slant on your hat, and I might dig that slant, and I'm rocking it tomorrow. I might, well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't put nobody's stuff down, man. I give them their flowers now. I might have to throw my P hat on later on. My Philly jersey, I got the same one. It's been a minute since I threw my black and yellow anyway. So.
Oh, but how did it feel to perform on stages recently, such as Coachella and even Rolling Loud with Wu-Tang?
Wow, it's always a big event, man. It's always big when we doing arenas and clubs and all of that stuff. Just to be together, the electrifying energy. The it's like the reenactment of the 36 chambers all over again. Every time we come out, even though we have a lot more variety of songs and we do a lot of different things, it's still nostalgia, and a lot of people come out. Everywhere we go, we got family, so we get to always see our family, coming out, long distance family. And it's nothing like the life on the road, man. I love it. Like I said, I just came from Atlanta doing some songs with Corrupt, Keith
Fire.
Merry, um, a couple of other artists and good producers, man. I'm still moving around. I slid to LA for a little while. Just still moving, bro. I'm still moving. And I can't wait to there's some kind of opportunity for us to do another show like that. I know there's no Rock the Bells no more, but something gotta give. I don't know. Life has changed and COVID has changed life for so many people, and so many businesses economically and socially and just on all levels, man. So like I said, man, these are the things that we are being learned not to take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we do, when and where, however we get another chance to do a Wu-Tang show, that, it should be something well over appreciated, man. Because we don't even know when that's gonna happen again, bro.
No.
And I just feel like, oh, come on, man, at least one more time, one
One
more
more
time.
time.
Yeah, we can't end it like that. You know what I mean? Like no party after the game. Like, oh
No.
man, like let's do it right. If we're gonna end it, let's end it right. We need a big party. Everybody gotta know. Balance with side, okay? Because the fans, they don't just leave them like that. Just leave them. Just be like, oh, so what was the last one? I don't even remember. Like, you know what I mean? We don't want to leave them like that.
No.
We gotta let it be known. Yo, this is the last album. Everybody come out, celebrate, boom, 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 and then everybody can appreciate it and then fall back and then say, all right, we had our time. We good now. It's finally We gonna just go like that. All our members are still here. You know, take pictures. We need something from the clan, like I don't know, Hall of Fame, some kind of star in the. I don't know, but we do need something for people to always remember the legacy of the clan, man. Something strong, like it, because we made a big culture statement, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we need something to solidify that. I don't know. I'm thinking like a cartoon, like
Mm-hmm.
like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, because they remind me of the clan. Like you ever seen that Fat
Mm-hmm.
Albert?
Oh, I've seen that. That's a classic cartoon.
Yeah, I think we need to be like they remind me of us.
Oh wait, hold on. Your audio is kind of low. Do you have your hand over the audio, maybe, or?
I'm on the sides. I'm holding it from the side. You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. It sounds like drowned out a little bit for some reason. I think.
Well, the speakers on the bottom and the top.
Hmm.
Definitely on the side where I'm holding it.
Let's say it could be the Zoom. Maybe it's. I can hear you though. I can hear you now.
Yeah, but that's what it is, man. We need that cartoon, like so you can see all the characters. You can really, you know. I mean, we got the Hulu series,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a little aggressive. So we don't want the kids really watching that.
No.
Nah, we wanna. They should do a Wu-Tang cartoon like the Fat Albert, and have like each one of them dudes have a power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, CappaDonna is about to get in this chair and he's gonna twist darts from the heart. Oh shit, you better watch out. And, you know, Iron Lung, and you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Iron Man, and you gotta have all that shit together. Like, I don't know, some superhero cartoon or some Marvel comic book shit. Like that'd even be nice. Like if they make us like superheroes.
Wu-Tang comics, yeah, that would be fire. Because I know Method Man's been on I think the show's called Comic Kings on AMC. He's in the comic books too. So if you guys could get a Wu-Tang comic series going, that would be big.
That'd be crazy, especially with like again when I said everybody got a certain power, like Golden Arms. He got that Golden Arms. Iron Man. The Resurrector. You know, I don't know. There's so many different ways you could go with it. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, yo, that's what I'm about, man, and that's what we need to do, man, to keep the legacy really alive and really meaningful. You know, that'll be awesome. Then the kids will have something to really identify with, and then they could tie that into the legacy, and it's like, oh man, it's something that they could take and start all over again because there's a census to it.
Mm-hmm.
It has meaning and purpose. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. So yeah, I can't wait to the next album. All of my work is independent. I do some work with Straight Up Entertainment. Big up to Jimmy Kang. Um, and that's it, man. So I still take an album deal. I'm thinking about giving the Iron Baseball Cap a chance to go out. So anybody that's interested in that and you know just looking for something to push, that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I know my man Jimmy got some connects over there with Sony. They might want it. I got some new artists too. Big up to the Senate. The Senate, they coming out of Baltimore. My man Addy Mack and Weibo. Dope. We just did a video in Atlanta. I just dropped a video also for the Tarrzann album, me and Killer Priest, Mean Streets. So you can check that out. That's on the gram. Google that. Six Senate. That video will probably be dropping in a couple of weeks. And yeah, that's probably it for right now. That's it for right now. But I'm coming back. Enjoy everything, man. Enjoy the new work. Enjoy the albums, man. Get ready for any kind of new Wu festivity. I'm trying to excite the brothers, man. Get them up. You know what I mean?
100%.
My music be so abstract sometimes they don't even know what to do. Right? But you know what, yo? You know what's funny? On the show, on the Verzuz, Meth got up there, man, and he pulled me and Deck out. He invited us personally, and he was like, "Yo, CappaDonna." He said, "Yo, if it wasn't for this dude, I wouldn't even be rapping."
Right.
And I could say that about the whole Staten Island. This is his words out of his mouth. Like he stopped the show at the end just to say that, man, and that meant a lot to me, yo. Because me and Meth, we used to hang out all the time in high school and junior high school. They used to call us the Twin Towers because we was always tall for our age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we hung out every day, and I always knew that he was gonna be a successor because he always had that flow that catered to the knick-knack paddywhack of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like his flow was a little more commercial
Mm-hmm.
than mine, and I love it, man. And I always want for my brothers what I want for myself, and it's gonna always be positive education, Allah see eternal for me, man. So I appreciate you, man, inviting me through.
Oh,
I
no,
gotta check out right now. But like
no
I said,
doubt.
anytime you wanna interview, we good money, man. That next album be coming out. Where you based out of?
I live in Connecticut, but I'm based out of Queens for St. John's University.
Okay. You ever did like album listening parties?
No, that's something that we haven't done. We could try doing that once everything with COVID clears up. That would be fun to bring you down to the university.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
mean, you can still do it. I mean, it just can't be a lot of people.
Yeah.
You invite your besties. And then we come with our little masks on, and then we just do what we do in there and shit.
That's right.
You know, it may be an opportunity. I mean, plus Connecticut, you right, yo. Matter of fact, my studio is in Springfield.
Oh, wow.
Right. So, dude, when I'm out there, maybe we'll bring you over there to do a live interview while I'm recording. I mean, there's all kind of
Oh,
things.
that would be fire.
Yeah,
That'd
you
be
know what I'm
fire.
saying?
I'm down.
Yeah, that's how we do it, man. That's how we help each other, man, and keep that torch lit.
We got to keep it lit.
Especially-
I'm going to keep it lit. When everyone, like, the same thing like when Shock G passed last night. I'm going to continue to play Digital Underground on my show. That's not dying.
Right,
Same goes for
exactly.
anyone of Wu-Tang.
It ain't gonna die.
Nope.
It's up to us. It's up to us, man. We the veterans.
Yep.
We the veterans, so that means we got the old generation and the new generation in our hand. Because we're here. We're responsible for that crap. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
That's right.
Just like our elders was responsible for us. But we had a respectful amount of brothers that when you look at it, because you look at Slick Rick, you look at Rakim, you look at KRS-One, you be like, wow, yo, they wasn't just mumble rappers. They was really teaching and showing us stuff. And we came out good. Look at us. We not like the
No.
I guess, but we must have been wilding out because look at what we did to the generation under us. Our little brothers is like, yo, I don't know. We might be a little responsible for that. I don't know, but it's always good, man. So we're gonna take our responsibility and make sure we keep educating each other, man, and spreading the peace, man. I thank you, Lord, for bringing me out. Like I said, man, anytime, man, and take my information, and when I get up in Connecticut, man, we'll stop by. I mean, it's nothing.
No doubt. I'm down for it. You know that. I'm 100% down for it. But most importantly, for the people listening up here at St. John's, tell them where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter so they can get in connection with you and stay tuned to everything you got coming out in the future.
Yo, check me out on www.glfent.com, and that'll link you to everything else I'm doing. Even with the Wu, I mean, we're gonna be working on some new stuff too. I'm working on the new stuff. The Iron Baseball Cap is the next project. It's coming out probably a couple of months. Go check out the Black Tarrzann, available on all outlets right now. If you want the hard copy, again, go to www.glfent.com. Check it out. You can get some new wares. I got the clothing line. I got hoodies, sweatshirts, everything for your pleasure and enjoyment, man. Wu-Tang is forever. We thank you. We told you before, Wu-Tang is for the kids. Witty, unpredictable talent, and natural game, man. Thanks for your support. Big up Wu-Tang. Big up Connecticut. Big up New York. We love you. Wu-Tang forever. Peace.
No doubt. Peace, CappaDonna.